Cool. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the WGLNA Season 2 Finals. Big Dave has been spotted in Las Vegas. He may make an appearance once again a little bit later on. But the appearance that we're looking forward to right now is Simple Tankers versus Pub Stars. Let's throw it over to our host, Lauren Elise, for our face-off.
Thank you, Clutch. I would like to invite the team captains to the stage, please. Please come next to me, I don't bite. Thank you so much. All right, so this is how the face-off works. You guys, I have just one question. You guys have been inconsistent in your group play. How are you approaching these games in Las Vegas?
YOLO.
Hey, I like that answer. You guys surprised everybody last year with your performance. Do you think you can live up to the hype this year?
We will live up to the hype this year. We will be playing tomorrow.
I like that answer too. As the higher seat, you do get to choose on the coin flip. You can choose heads or tails. If you win, you get to pick the map, or you can option out to defer. Wait, say that one more time.
Tails. Tails.
Said tails. And it's heads. You get to choose the map, or you can defer.
We choose mines.
That means you get to choose the spawning point.
We'll go north.
You heard it. Gentlemen, please take your seats. Thank you so much. Good luck. Let's battle.
Thank you very much, Lauren. It's funny to see how timid some of these guys are with Lauren Elise, man. It's like, if I got to have an interview with Lauren Elise, I'd be really, really excited. I'd be running to the front of the stage.
I know. Lauren Elise, she's top 10 best.
Top 10 best
just
host.
Straight up best. No other thing after that. She's just the best.
Less than half health on part of those tanks. Zakumi is going to be the one to watch out for Pub Stars, as he's going to be streaming in from the north side across the center road.
Yeah, he's going to have great shots on everybody, and he's still very, very healthy. 1321 out of 1350. They're going to go for a flag cap to force the engagement right now. Morinblade, 497 hit points. That's 3 shots. Jay Smooth, 2 shots away from dying. Executive, 3 shots away from dying. They are all very, very healthy. Let's find out how they do this.
Jermeria is the one that is closest to both of these tankers. The 3 of the tankers that are still left alive here with 20 seconds left to go. He's going to have to go for broke. Oh, he does get hit, but it's not a track shot. 14 seconds left. Is going to go on the move shot. Is he able to reset? He's trying to line up the hit. There is a reset. 27 seconds now. He's going to take some shots from the other side.
Oh, Marsh.
Another shot fired, but he goes down. It's all up to Marsh. 166 now in that 1390.
Oh,
he gets the kill.
Marsh,
2 kills. Back to back. Double tap, as Gretorp said, and now he's going to have to fall back.
And now there's a minute 34 on the cap right now, guys, and there's only a minute left in the battle. One more good reset will bring this to a draw. Marsh is still at full health, though. I feel like there's still a chance for Pub Stars to salvage this really unfortunate match for them.
I think so. And Executus, he's going to get off cap. Really unfortunate. If Zakume just went on cap, it would have been enough, but they're going to try to chase down this 1390. And with some good shooting, I think Marsh 166 will be able to get away, but it's very, very difficult. We're going to find out. Marsh 166 taking the right route, as Akume and Executus are trying to close in the bottom left-hand corner, but he's already out of there.
Yeah, Marsh has not been spotted going in the direction that he's currently headed, and now he will climb, and will he get spotted in a moment as Executus?
Yes, he does. Tries to get the shot, but no Marsh 166 gets the hit, 2 hits in a row, and Executus from behind gets
3
hit
hits
again.
in a row!
Wow, Marsh 166 says, come at me, bro, but he gets tracked on the side. 5 seconds left to go. This is going to be a draw, folks. Pub Stars is able to clear it out. Marsh 166 escapes on mine.
Wow. Beautifully done. This is what we're talking about. Pub Stars have the great tankers. They know how to do it. They tried some weird strategy. It got them in a really dicey position. From their simple tankers are able to execute and know exactly what to do. But it comes down to their tanking. Marsh double tapping the 2 tanks, delaying that cap, and then on top of that, getting away. Perfect play coming out from that 1390.
And even Marsh 166, the 1390 is a highly inaccurate tank in comparison to other tanks, okay? He gets the shots on the move in the 1390. If they can continue this type of play and a little bit of RNG in these next battles, They could take us.
The RNG is strong with Marsh 6.
It is.
Right
It is.
It's just RNG's us right there.
Well,
and he knows. Look at him. He's so confident right now. He's like, YOLO swag 420. I got this.
I got this. Well, listen, Simple Tankers, they might be a little bit upset about that one, but it's still 0-0. It's an even game right now. It's just down a map. It's going to be into 6. So let's actually take a quick break.
Here we go. Very similar lineups for both these teams. As you can see, on the left side, we have Pubstars. They're sporting a Pershing 2 T69s and 2 1390s. On the other side, we have 2 Pershings instead of 2 T69s, only a single T69 and 2 1390s.
I really like the 2 Pershing play.
I do too.
Although the T69s, Indy and Rella, are going to have the advantage of if there's an engagement right at the beginning, they will be loaded in time for shots. 1390s will have to wait a few seconds, as there is Jameria squatting the middle, along with Marsh taking a double loop there for both 1390s. Great scouting, and numerous members will be spotted as they push up into the bowl, and there is damage taken. Zakume going down a little bit.
Zakume at 11-14 at a 1350. But now they did reach the bowl at the bottom, and Seven takes a shot from Mournblade in the Pershing. Seven, you may want to reconsider going up against Mournblade in a Pershing there. And now Rella takes another hit, and he backs out in the T69. Zakume and J Smooth still going to poke back and forth here as they're going to wait for the rest of their teammates to get settled up on that one line, along with the 2 tanks all the way to the north, which are probably the T1s that are going to stay up to that position and maybe try to cruise down south, maybe a sacrificial play with those tanks to spot where the rest of Pubstars are.
You know what I noticed? Hesitation right at the beginning out of Pubstars. The minute they saw their opponent, they stopped. And then out of Simple Tankers, they said, no, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to take control. And they take the advantageous position. And now we see a push. And there goes a T1. Miserable is going to go down. And that is West Side control again for another team. Just like Fulcrum earlier we saw today.
Very important to take that West Side. If Miserable was able to sneak up and get spots on all of those tier 8s in the center of that bowl, that would have been terrible. They would have known exactly where all tier 8 tanks are, and then just make the jump as soon as there was a West Side push. But now that Miserable is down, more vectors, more crossfires. Things are looking good for Simple Tankers as they're starting to wrap around with their 1390s to get that beautiful concave.
Jameria closer to the railroad tracks, trying to use that long range distance with that 1390 to try to get some shots against the Pershing, but Zevin takes a couple more hits. He's getting lit up and moving back. 192 is still left for him, but he's going to survive as Rella's going to move up in the T69 to try to trade some blows, but he gets hit again, and that fire is coming from both ways. Rella now at 208, and he is down.
Executus will pick up that shot. Pub Whisperer now going to be reloaded. Executus going to reload as well. All they have to do is rinse and repeat. This is what I'm talking about. Fluid motions from our Simple Tankers. No, they're not the best tankers. Statistically, they're not the best tankers, but they're showcasing why they should be in the very top. They have their synergy.
That synergy is so crucial in these type of firefights to know who to target and when to fire. And now from the south side up the 2 and 3 line is going to be Simple Tankers in the red, moving up against Zevin and an Independent. That isolation is going to be crucial to take down those tanks, but they could hold them off long enough for the other light tanks to get to the top. But here comes Pub Whisperer and Executus moving in against Independent. Independent's going to get lit up on both sides here, and who's going to try to target fire? Executus will take a hit, but one more shot, Independent goes down. Pub Whisperer gets the kill.
Now Jameria and Marsh were trying to create some kind of flank, but they were too late, and now Marsh 166 and Jameria must engage at a complete disadvantage. Marsh 166 just circling Zakume. Zakume missing shots, but now he connects, and now Jameria is down to 400 hit points, 600 hit points for Marsh, and there goes Zakume. Still a lot of fight in Pubstars.
And here we go again. Marsh 166 by himself. He had some great strafing there, but instantly gets tracked, and down he will go. A repeat of last game will not happen, as there are far too many tier 8 tanks alive. 4 in total, 2 T1, 6 tanks on the field, 4 Simple Tankers. They're going to go for the easy cap.
Yankee, the only one left alive here in the T1. He's going to try to stay alive with 6 minutes and 5 seconds left to go, but with the spread of Fulcrum Gaming and the amount of tanks they have, go for the flag cap, like you said, Andre, and it's going to be over soon.
Yeah, such a comprehensive strat out of Simple Tankers, being aggressive, understanding that they could pay for position, and now you can hear behind us, guys, Simple Tankers is in great morale. They are laughing, smiling. They love this victory, and just look probably at Pubstars. I'm expecting just demoralized faces, but Simple Tankers so happy. Look at them.
Yep, and they're just waiting it out, knowing it's going to be over in about 10 seconds for the official capture and the official win on this battle. Battle number 2 in Prohorovka. for Simple Tankers. 5 seconds left to go. Yankee, he did stay alive, but he's not going to be able to reset. And the blue base is captured, meaning Simple Tankers takes battle number 2.
And check this out. Same exact lineup. A Pershing, 2 T-69s, 2 1390s for Pub Stars. Other side, 2 Pershings, a T-69, and 2 1390s for Simple Tankers.
But
what are they going to do?
There's a lull tractor, and Darius in the lull tractor for Simple Tankers. I love this choice. Notice the 37 on that tank. He's going to have great penetration. He can easily penetrate a number of tanks. 1390s, no problem. Pershing, sometimes on the back and sides, and also the same with the T-69.
Talk to us, why bring a L tractor instead of taking the T1 Cunningham that has that better burst, able to kill any single T1?
Actually, it is unable to kill a medium one with its burst, unless it sets it on fire
Oh,
or ammo racks it. That's just a little thing, though, and that's fairly new, and most players won't even play that T1. The only two being the T1 Cunningham because of its speed and that burst you were talking about, but also the lull tractor brings vision and great penetration against even tier 8 tanks. And actually, we can probably ignore that because look at this. We have a 1390 on fire. Pub Whisperer is burning.
Marsh 166 able to land those shots in that 1390 and poking around the corner here, but staying back in the Abbey itself. And Pub Whisperer is going to have to fall back in that 1390, get away from the engagement. But Jamaria kills the L tractor. And now, even though 3 of the tanks are spotted on the side of Pub Stars, Rella, Jamaria, and Marsh 166, they are winning this firefight.
I mean, look at this. Very simple play. Getting the flank, going for the engagement, looking to poke out here and there. That's all Pub Stars is doing, and dissecting their opponents. Look at the health bars. I mean, it's so apparent how well Pub Stars are playing now with their tanks.
But now J-Smooth and Mornblade are pushing on to Independent. Actually, they will put shots into Rella, and now they will attempt to focus, but Marsh 166 and Zevin are responding properly, and this will be a very interesting fight. It's definitely going in the favor of Simple Tankers. They may take the lead back.
Zakumi gets the kill, but now he is going to be low as Marsh 166 might moving for the kill, but Independent being isolated just around the other side of the building. He's going to try to take down Executives, but Marsh 166 gets the kill right through that little alleyway. Independent fighting these 2 Pershings, and he probably had no shots left. He goes down. Zevin in the Pershing, along with Jamaria getting behind Zakumi in the T-69. Pub Whisperer is now in trouble as Jamaria gets that final kill. J-Smooth moving up against Marsh 166 as he falls back. Pub Whisperer goes down. Jamaria with a beautiful kill. And now Zevin in the Pershing trying to push in against Marsh 166 for the counterplay here as Mornblade pushes in against Marsh. Zevin now up against J-Smooth with Jamaria. Jamaria, another shot lands against J-Smooth. Mornblade still on the run, gets the kill, and now it's the Pershing of Mornblade versus Zevin and Jamaria, while Kill Panic, still left alive, is heading to the north.
Mornblade just going to have a very hard time trying to deal with this. Zevin at full health should be able to deal with him. And there is a beautiful track shot, and Mornblade is forced to burn his kit in order to try to escape. But now he's tracked again. Mornblade's not going anywhere anytime fast.
Zevin in that Pershing trying to land another shot here, and the red base is under attack. Is able to hit it. Mornblade, one more shot. He could go down against Zevin's Pershing. He's trying to land a shot against Zevin. Does land it. Now Zevin trying to be patient with his shot and gets the kill. And now it's only 1 tank left alive for Simple Tankers as Pub Stars moves in to clean up.
Simple, clean, precise play out of Pub Stars. This is what we were looking for. Abbey looked a little bit scary, but both teams wanted to go straight into that Abbey to get the to get an engagement, and that's why you have Pub Stars taking such a decisive advantage over their opponents. That seemed way too easy. $5,100s apiece, an IS-3, a T-69, and a 1390 over on the side of Pub Stars. On the other side, similar IS-3, 1390, but a Pershing instead of that T-69. The utility tank is switched, and of course, it wouldn't be Simple Tankers without Mornblade on that Pershing.
That's right, that's right. Top performer in the Pershing in Season 2. And with the progressive movement here coming from the north side, which is Pub Stars, they're going to go for the Delta Village. We're going to keep 2 tanks behind to scout the 1-2 line and also to scout any type of maybe push-ups from the 3 line moving into the 4 line against the flag.
There are shots fired. Marsh making his opening run uphill, narrowly avoiding.
Wow. 2 big shots from Rella did not connect though, but he had the shots. Executus was able to just weasel around those. And as it stands, this is what we can expect. South side normally going into the city, north side going into the Delta Village. And we will see some sort of convergence normally from the south side. They've been the ones lately in the metagame to really bring on the pressure.
Marsh 166 going to hide in the bushes here to see if any tanks are going to move in from the very south side of Simple Tankers' position, but nothing's going to be there. Simple Tankers is deciding to go to the 1-2 line and going to head to the north, and that is going to be crucial if they're able to get to that flag cap in time in a good defensive position. It's going to be a very, very crucial play for them to score a really, really, really good position here on this map. And that's what they need. They need to get map control and hold that map control in order to gain the victory.
And actually take a look at where Miserable is. This is some interesting map knowledge. I did not get to see how Miserable got in here. This is interesting because he can proxy spot.
Yeah,
and he has
go up
Pub Whisperer and J-Smooth.
Yep, he's able to stay in there. I've seen the Russians do this on the Russian stream. You go up along that dirt path and then fall in, but you're pretty much stuck inside there for a while. And that is what he was able to do, and he's able to scout all of this. And J-Smooth, Pub Whisperer, and Kill Panic are thinking, oh, great, there goes our plan of attack. And now Pub Stars are going to fall back here and get into a good defensive position up to this top of the Delta area, or not the Delta area, but the village area on the 7A, the Alpha 7 section, and halt the advancement of Simple Tankers. And now Simple Tankers is going to have to adjust.
Independent will have a shot on spotted Kill Panic and Enderis, but no connection, and he will miss both T1s getting away safely and disappearing. Lucky, I'd say lucky for
it's not over. It's not over.
Oh, J-Smooth takes a hit. He's down to 1030.
Yep, and Seven was able to get that shot across the way, and Independent and Seven are going to stay in the flag cap area. Now it's an HP war, and the victory is going to Pub Stars at this time. J-Smooth took the damage there. Another shot against Pub Whisperer. Independent is hitting his IS-3, though, trading some blows across the way for some long-distance firing. And Miserable and that T1's going to continue spotting Pub Whisperer on that section. However, they do not see, as of yet, some of the movement from the heavy tanks down the F-road, the crossroads. But they do have one of their medium tanks, a T-69, ready to stop any type of counter or flank play coming from that section.
What an uncomfortable position for Simple Tankers. They're just trying to re-rally all of their troops to a single place so that they can attack in a single fist. But they can't. They're spread out so much, and they're taking fire. They don't know where the crossfires are coming from just yet, or at least all of the tanks are located exactly, so they can be flanked by so many sides. Independent now trading out with Zakume. You can see Independent knows how to use his IS-3, not taking any shots for himself, putting out damage on Zakume on his IS-3.
The Pub Whisperer was getting shot from Morella, but nothing hit, at least nothing penetrated. Now he's going to fall back. Miserable in that T1, still going to cover that northern approach, and he's not going to see any Simple Tankers at the moment. And now to the south, two of the light tanks. They will be Marsh 166, and joining him will be Yankee in the T1 to scout out what's all the way to the south and perhaps put some flag capture pressure on Simple Tankers.
Rella trading out with some Pershings. Mornblade is moving on up. He got tracked in the beginning, and then a big shot on top of him. Rella got a single shot on him. Seven all the way in the background. He is going to almost connect. I mean, these are some fantastic crossfires coming out of Pub Stars.
Very good crossfire indeed. Rella was able to hold that section for a long time, but now Independent moved in with the IS-3. And Marsh 166. Independent takes down Mornblade in the Pershing. A big, big victory for the Tier 8 battle here between the two. Now Rella moves around the corner and he tries to target 5100. He does. J-Smooth takes another hit. 569 at a 1400. He's going to move back.
Yeah, he had no reason to be in that spot. He was trying to converge onto the flag, but he did not yet know where the rest of the team was. He had executives over on the other side. They were trying to wrap around to get a good concave, but they thought that Pubstars was just camping near the flag, and that's not what they were doing at all. They were spreading out the field on the east side, and now behind a single Tier 8 tank. This is a great position for Pubstars to be in.
But surprise, surprise, Miserable has found Enderis, and they will begin trading fire. Miserable actually losing out in the initial exchange. Enderis down to 101, Miserable down to 94. These two T1s are squaring off, and then there's a heavy tank nearby, I think. But Miserable get aggressive.
Look at the push. Look at the push of Pubstars, gentlemen. They're going to come down the F road, the crossroads, and now they're going to see anything. And then they're going to try to see anything or shoot anything. Pub Whisperer and Executives are spotted. They're going to come around the corner. The IS-3 gets hit against Independent. But Independent strikes back at J-Smooth. And now the pain train of Pubstars is moving across to Zakumi. And they're going to get another kill on that IS-3.
Pubstars doing the pub train right now. And they're making it work so well. Zakume, the next target. Down he goes. Pub Whisper and Executus trying to get good crossfires, but it's not going to be enough. They don't have that firepower that they need to take out all 5 Tier 8 tanks. Rella down to 325, but missed shots from Executus will cost dearly. Executus, now the only Tier 8 tank left, 882 hit points, and the rest of the tanks are starting to converge on this single tank.
This Pubstar train has no brakes as 7 comes around the corner and smashes into the T1. Ender is still left alive with 8 HP. Not going to waste the shot on him as the 25100s have to keep all their shots. And Miserable gets the kill in the T1. Executus in the 1390 takes down Yankee though. Executus in the 1390 is going to be on the run as Jameria tries to get a couple hits, and March 166 is on the move to try to hone in a couple more shots against Executus, who is fleeing from the scene. 3 minutes and 21 seconds left on the clock. March 166 hits the pile a little bit too hard there and loses his track, but now he's going to come around the corner, and Pubstars only has 2 more tanks to kill or go for the flag cap to get a win.
Things look bleak. I mean, as it stands, there's really no way Simple Tankers can draw this out. They're going to go for a quick cap, and then they have a screen. They can do anything that they want to. Really came down to the very beginning stage. I would say Miserable won this game. I know it sounds so simple, but just having all the 5 Tier 8 tanks caught out in the top left-hand corner, the retreat path is null. It does not exist. March 166 gonna take the last Tier 8 kill, and that's gonna do it. Pubstars comes back 2-1 so far in this series after Battle 4. Looking at the tanks, we have 2 5100s, 3 IS-3s for the Pubstars. On the other side, 2 5100s, 2 IS-3s, and of course Mournblade in his Pershing. We're always going to see him in that Pershing. The 400-meter view range in the Pershing gives the sight advantage to Simple Tankers. Let's see how they utilize that.
On top of that, look at a sight advantage for J-Smooth. I'm looking at his equipment right now. He's got optics on that AMX 5100. And that will mean he will actually have view range to outspot other tanks. So I'm going to go find him, and well, actually you need to go find him and show me where J-Smooth is and how he's going to use these optics to his advantage on Himmelsdorf.
They're pushing up the west side right now, spotted out by Miserable in that T1 Cunningham. He knows he's spotted.
7 in the IS-3 was trying to land a shot against Mournblade in the Pershing, but it did not connect, and he's going to fall back away from that G-line. Simple Tankers is going to continue to push down. Now, there could be a bit of a push into the courtyard to try to get some traded blows across the way if Simple Tankers does push further south, and there's a couple window openings that way, but Pubstars is not going to take that risk, and they're going to hold back on that G-line and perhaps look for an opening on Tank Alley.
Well, now Miserable is completely cut off. This is a T1 that's only going to be served as a distraction and some vision for a little while before he gets taken down. Miserable does spot out 2 tanks pushing down the 1 line, which actually is giving the Pubstars time to react, and they are going to react accordingly, and you actually see 2 heavy tanks just booking it right now up the 8 line.
This is where Kill Panic comes into the fray. He is watching down the D line. He will be spotting out Jermaria right there and get ducked behind cover. And now they realize, okay, if we want to converge, we have to do it now, else we have to drop back and defend our cap.
Zakumi does take down Miserable, but Jameria and Rella are spotted going to the north, and now Simple Tankers are going to pull that trigger going down to the G-line, and Pubstars may have to pull back here as 7 is going to move up to the G-line to cover the retreat of Independent. J-Smooth and Zakumi are spotted far away here, and 7 tries to get a shot against J-Smooth in the 5100, but it is not lined up yet as he's just waiting for him to peek. Oh, nice shot from 7. Beautiful hit against J-Smooth as he tried to poke out a little bit past that debris, and now Jameria is on top of the Simple Tanker flag cap.
A lot of crazy stuff. Pub Whisper all the way on the southern side, trying to go for a cap, screening Indaris, at the same time stopping 7 from really backing up, and from there, he's able to do damage. On the other side, though, we have a cap for the red team, or for the blue team, where Mournblade is back there with Zakume, and he's trying, and Executus, I'm sorry, and they're trying to stop Jermaria.
Yeah, but now, Cap must be stopped. 25 seconds left. 7, the pressure is on to stop Cap. He has to engage on Pub Whisper and kill at T1. There are 2 people on the blue base capture. Zevin will begin to reverse angle, and he will square up against Pub Whisper. He will connect the first shot, and that is 28 seconds now. But he still has to hit Indaris, and now there are shots coming from J-Smooth to his northwest. He's down to 600.
Independent now trying to move into screen. Seven as he falls back with 7 and 18 hit points. Independent's going to have to make a choice here. He is tracked though, and this is going to be bad if he's not able to get the reset here. 9 seconds left. That T1 needs to get destroyed. It's the one that has all the points.
IS3 already used his shot. He has one more shot to take out, and Darius, he needs to get him right now. Pub Whisper, ammo rack! Oh my gosh! 7 will delay for a little bit longer. He has, again, one more shot. Does Pub Whisper have another?
Here comes Marsh coming in hot. Will he get the shot?
Yes,
he will.
The T1's still left alive at 17 seconds left for the capture, but he gets cleaned up. Pubstars still left in the fight, but there's plenty of Simple Tankers still left alive. They may have low HP, but so does Pubstars. 7 in the IS3 at only 18 hit points. Jay Smooth and Jamaria. Jamaria wins out. And now it's 3 against 4, but Yankee is in that T1, and he's going to have to either stay and fight or get out of there.
He's probably going to get out. Nope, he's going to stay and fight. That's not a, whoa. Well, one miss. But still, that's not a fair fight, Clutch.
It's not, but Marsh 166 gets the kill against Zakumi, and now Yankee pushing down from the north, and he's going to hide into this alcove here to stay away from the 2 Simple Tanker takes, but he is going to spot for him, and that's going to be crucial for Pubstars to know where they are. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left on the map here, and Yankee is going to be in a cubbyhole position, and he's going to wait for his teammates to come back him up.
The problem is it's 2 5100s. 7, what he can do is draw one of the fires, let the 5100s just wail away at the non-auto loader tanks. This is an IS3 and a Pershing. They're good at long battles, not at short battles. 2 5100s, they can output 1800 damage each in only 15 seconds. That's really, really quick. You only can get 2 shots with an IS3 and 3 shots with the Pershing off at that time.
And now Marsh 166 and Jamaria, along with 7, are cruising up. I just heard Miserable yell 7 YOLO. Just push in together is what he's shouting here to his teammates.
He just wants them to take the first shot so one of the 5100s don't get isolated.
That's
and of course, they have to deal with 7 first. But what Executus and Morinblade are looking to do is just duck behind cover and try to get the first shot off, equalize it up, and from there try to play corner games against those 5100s. If they can force the miss on those 5100s, they will be in a good position, but I don't think Pubstars should ever let that happen. They should close the distance, make their shots count, and from there, just take the easy win.
This is going to be close, folks. Simple Tankers has enough damage to continue to stop the 5100s from capturing here, but the 5100s have a lot of shots. And so it's going to be the damage pretty much per second these tanks are able to deliver, and if they're able to land and penetrate, it will be game over for Simple Tankers on this map, but not for the series.
20 seconds
left
on the cap.
I like this. So Executus, he's going to pull out right on the right-hand side. It's going to flank the 5100s. Big shots resetting the cap. Will they get it? 10 seconds left. No! The IS3 goes down. Morinblade needs to reset this cap. There it will be, but it's not going to be enough. 2 5100s still stay alive, and 7 is still alive too. Things look good for Pubstars as they're looking to get a 3-1 advantage on Simple Tankers.
Jamaria pushing down in the south, but now 7 to try to get across the way in the IS3. However, he won't be able to catch up to Morinblade. Morinblade going all the way across the city, trying to open up that T1, but 10 seconds left to go. Will he get the reset? Marsh 166 going to meet that aggression. He's going to get the shot fired here just around the corner. It's a miss, though, but Morinblade goes down, and Jamaria gets the kill. Pubstars takes the battle win and is now 1 victory away from taking the series.
That might have not have been simple, but Simple Tankers put them in a complex spot. You can see the tanking abilities. That's what it came down to. The quick decisions were really good. Miserable had some great calls, the right amount of tanks going to the right areas. Exact same lineup from last time. 2 5100s, 3 IS3s against 2 5100s, 2 IS3s, and a Pershing. I want to mention one thing, and we've seen it continuously throughout Pubstars: overconfidence.
Overconfidence can be the downfall of this team right now. All they have to do is play defensive. If they draw this out, there is no way for Simple Tankers to come back. If this is a draw, Pubstars wins. So they do not have to play aggressive. They can play passive, play defensive, and watch each of the approaches, which is what the tanks are doing right now.
but you can't afford to be defensive. Being defensive and passive means you lose your tempo control and you lose the ability to dictate what happens on the map. You have to be reactive at that point, and that is why I think that Pupstars should not be defensive or passive, even if they can accept the draw. Accept the draw if it comes, it happens. You can win by the draw, maybe you let it happen if just things don't work that way, but you never try and let your opponent have that kind of control over you.
Well, the cards are more on the table for simple tankers, really,
Yes.
because it's up to them to play that style of aggression, but you don't want to overdo it, especially at the beginning of the map. And in the chat, Miserable's kind of joking around saying, hey, let's meet in the courtyard. Well, simple takers may have said, oh, that's a funny joke, but yeah, let's do it and push into the courtyard and try to get a couple trades and some HP value trades in favor for them. That's not what happened, though, as Pupstar's going to hang back. Simple taker's going to do the same, though, on the south side of the HJ section, Hotel and Juliet on that side, on the 2-3 line, not moving whatsoever, except on the Echo 1 area. They do have one light tank and one medium tank. And that medium tank, I have a feeling, is Mournblade.
Yep, Mournblade the only player over there. But you can see, because they know Mournblade is there, look at Tank Alley right now. On the minimap, you can see a large congregation over on that 7-8 line. And they're going to be pushing in, trying to punish the fact that there's one tier 8 missing if there's ever an engagement. This is the simple play we're looking for from Pupstars. They're just trying to get an engagement where they're not terribly behind.
And that is going to be crucial, especially if this brings us to the 5-minute reset mark. And on this type of map, if anyone decides to go hill, they're going to be out of the fight, and it's going to take them a while to try to join, unless they're able to land some lucky shots on the type of hill, from hill. But that is not the case so far. And now, continuing that western spread from Simple Tankers, they're not going to push their heavy tanks past that G line, and Pupstars is not going to do the same on the D line. They're not going to push to the south because there's no reason for them to. Randall, I respect the fact that they should probably be aggressive, or at least be not passive, but flexible what's happening. But I would actually wait for my opponent to make the first move.
Yeah, and it looks like they are. They did spot out Mournblade, and they were getting ready for something, but I feel like they noticed how they missed the window of opportunity. There was a window of opportunity for a push down the 8 line, but they weren't in position for it. Pupstars now has to try and find a different strategy and approach, and they have to re-evaluate their situation. They might send some tanks up the 8 line, but they also need to worry about their flanks. They can't put themselves all into one corridor and give themselves only one lane of fire. So they're going to give themselves multiple lanes of approach and fire, and then they're going to set this tempo and control. You see, Simple Tankers is now playing reactive. Wow. They don't have any tempo control. They don't have any control of the way this match is going to go. They can only play reactive. Pupstars is in control of this entire series at this point.
And now Rella in the IS-3 is going to be poking out as a point man. He's going to see Jay Smooth and probably shoot through the window here. Shots fired against Jay Smooth, and he's going to have to move back. Executus in the IS-3 going to trade the position here. Along with the 5100, a shot does fire from Pub Whisperer, but it's a miss. Rella and Jamaria now falling back. Rella gets hit in the IS-3, but Executus takes a hit on his side. And now Pupstars are waiting for that turnaround.
They need to be careful. They can't push in all too much, because you can see Marsh 166 has kind of adjusted himself, now getting an extra lane of fire. This is a situation where it's kind of tricky for both these teams. Yes, Pupstar was able to get that jump, surprise their opponents, but at the same time, now where can they really progress from here? I mean, it's very difficult, but look at the T1 fight. That might escalate very, very quickly.
I was about to say, this opens up the West, and the West with that one light tank could be great. Nice shot from Independent on the side of Mournblade as he tries to readjust his Pershing to the other side of the map, and also to watch that western approach, since one of the T1s has been spotted. Now Independent takes a hit on his side from Zakumi in the IS-3 down the alleyway. Simple Tankers is holding on, and they want a clean fight in between these tanks here, but they're going to try to go for this round as Zevin moves in. Zevin in the IS-3, pushing in a little bit further. He gets a kill on the T1, stopping some of the scouting happening on that side. Simple Tankers has a diagonal spread down the 6, 7, and 8 line on J, H, and G on the map. But it's going to be a flanking and counterflank between these two teams. But Zakumi falls back as J Smooth gets 2 hits against Zevin. And now Pupstars are starting to get closer and closer. battle.
You can
of
see
the HP.
Pubstars, they're starting to converge, but the problem is they don't have multiple crossfires.
This
They don't have
hesitation,
those.
I think they're going to lose this match because you have Mornblade an amazing hold down. He's destroying Rella. Rella's down to 103. Zevin's down to 333. He's going to go down.
And Rella down to 103 hit points. He's going to be the next target. Zakume coming on in. There it is. Pub Whisperer able to get that shot. Starting to converge. Independent and Germaria don't have shots on everybody. Being surrounded by multiple angles. Now finally Marsh 166 going to push up, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. I mean, Executus is there, and of course the other Tier 8 tanks are right around the corner. That 5100 can output a lot of damage though.
This could be enough if Marsh 166 hits every one of his shots because Executus is so low on the IS-3. And Marsh 166 can afford to be hit a number of times in that 1400, but not too many times. This could be the catalyst for maybe a sweep across from Pubstars, but Executus is going to move in the IS-3. Shots fired against Marsh. He gets tracked. He's going to go down very fast, though, because J-Smooth in that 5100, but Executus is down to 113. That's the damage Marsh 166 needed to do to try to even this out, and J-Smooth misses against Marsh. Oh, another hit from J-Smooth and a traded fire against Marsh 6 and J-Smooth. Executus pushing in, but another hit from further away. J-Smooth going down even further. Executus not going to move in. He's going to try to hold against J-Smooth, but now Marsh.
Fine.
A bounce. Marsh bounces on Executus.
And now
Perfect.
Executus should finish him off. There we go.
Yep. Pub Whisperer and Zakume were able to take out the 2 Tier 8 tanks in the center. Independent and Miserable now gets taken out. Yankee is the last one standing. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a perfect example of how Simple Tankers is able to dissect their opponents. The multiple crossfires, that was so perfect. They were able to adjust on the fly. This is what I'm talking about. I mean, they're able to play some very complex strats. Morblade gets the finishing kill, and that's going to tie up this series completely. Wow, wow, wow. We got some exciting play out of these two teams. And here we go. The tanks have been chosen. Love what we're seeing. T-32, 416, Pershing, and 2 1390s on the side of Pubstars. Really well-rounded team. On the other side, 3 Pershings and 2 1390s by the side of Simple Tankers. Going to be interesting. I want to take Randall's thoughts because, you know, we see this 416, Fulcrum Gaming, big proponents of them. Coupling it with the T-32, I mean, is it going to be that lineup that's just very flexible now? It's like that pseudo TD.
It is a fantastic tank. It has some of the highest DPM of any tank currently at Tier 8. It rivals many actual tank destroyers, which are DPM monsters. So it's a medium tank, but it performs much of the role of a tank destroyer, and it's more mobile in some ways. Its profile is so low, and that makes it very potent on these hills. You learn to play the map differently in a tank like that.
Well, Rella is spotted out in his 416, moving across, moving back. He knows he needs to be so careful because Sixth Sense is on. Shots will fire out, and nothing will connect.
I wonder what they're actually shooting at. What is he aiming for right now?
Jumeria is shooting off to the rocks close to the G2 F3 section. And it's just blind fire going on because he's not able to spot anything. But nothing has landed yet. But a couple of those shots get pretty close to me, and even though my Sixth Sense is not on, I'm going to stay behind some rocks for a little bit.
Smart blind fire is always viable. We've seen it before at times where people will just blind fire, and we've seen some T1s go down to that, usually on Ruinberg or something, but out here, it can still happen. We see Germaria picking out every single bush, just putting out shot after shot after shot. There's only 7 tanks in this battle. You don't need to connect that many shells in order to win a battle. You've got plenty of shells to spare, to waste, to scare tanks out of passive positions and keep your enemy guessing if they've been spotted or if you know where they are.
Suppressing fire is what we call it in the military.
Yep, and also recon by fire is important because if you fire into a bush and you find out, you know, your opponent's trying to leave after that, I mean, it's actually really fun. I've done that before in artillery. It's harder to do that in a direct fire tank, but in arty, recon by fire works very, very well. I love doing that in Clan Wars. It's sad you don't get to see it as much here.
Mornblade dodging a shot from Rella in his 416 across the map. Of course, you can see the east side versus west side. This is something we're very used to on steps, taking a very nice hold down position. As you can see, only the turret is being shown by Mornblade. And things are difficult for Simple Tankers. I mean, what can they really do to be aggressive here? They're trying to get shots out, poke on the object 416, but nothing is successful.
Well, just so you know, Rella has optics on his 416. I was looking at the beginning of the match. He has optics on there. That's a fantastic choice for an Object 416 on a map like this. He's going to have plenty of view range in the Object 416. Also, his low profile will mean he may not have gun depression actually return fire, but he can poke up, and only the very top of his tank is going to be shown. He's actually bounced a few shells. I see 2 on his turret, and with the angle currently that you can see Rella at, I mean, you're not going to pen very easily. It's just not going to happen.
Makes sense. Independent was spotted out in the bottom right now. 7 going to be spotted out here. Important to note, it was an L tractor that was chosen for simple tankers. Kill Panic all the way in the bottom right-hand corner. He's going to be able to spot anybody that goes on cap. But, you know, it's still difficult. You don't want to push across just yet. Mournblade now starting to aggress up, getting to the next pair of rocks, trying to take more and more position to have that engagement to take the win. 6 minutes, 24 seconds left on the clock.
Independent cruised to the south a little bit in the 1390, and the only tank that was down there was the 1T1 up in the hills. They could have gone for some flag cap just to make the movements of simple tankers happen quickly to prolong their push into the north. Didn't happen though.
And there's a connection from Marsh 166 in the south into J Smooth. The second shot goes out, but it does not connect. J Smooth is down to 1266 hit points. Love this position. We saw this exact same thing out of Fulcrum Gaming earlier today on steps. That same 1390 going into the south and managing to not be spotted the entire time. Amazing with these T1 with the T1s that are there. Just a failure, I think, to spot effectively by T1s for simple tankers. They really need to find better positions because Marsh 166 was able to get into an amazing position without any punishment. He wasn't spotted at all, and he's very close to the cap with this. And this is a great position for these pub stars.
Each of these members of these teams are on edge right now. They know how close they are to advancing. Pub Stars wants to close it out. They don't want to go to a shootout. Simple Tankers doesn't want to go home. Mournblade takes a hit, 1194 at 1440 in his Pershing, but he's going to keep driving that train of the Pershing into the heart of the Pub Stars main base here, just to the north of it. 7 takes a hit at 1344. Independent cruising closer in the 1390, still not able to shoot anything yet, but Mournblade takes another hit in the Pershing. Independent tries to line up a shot. He does. Shot rings back at Independent, and he's going to fall back. Mournblade at 7 and 11. At a 1440, less than half health here. J Smooth, the Pershing, is still trying to land some shots against 7. Jamari does take a hit, but now the spread across that East Valley is going to be very, very favorable for Pub Stars if they're able to land their shots.
This is some amazing play. That move across the map with Mournblade. He was in basically a hold down position the entire time. The T-32 had to poke out, and he paid dearly because of that. Now, Pub Whisper and Zakume are pushing on in. Independent and 7 all alone on the top, isolated. Oh, I'm sorry, there's Germaria there too, but this is a big convergence. Are they going to be able to do it?
They're going to have to hit those shots, and they're landing into the dirt right now. Pub Whisperer is hit though, and Independent is at 424. But here comes Marsh 166, one of the top performers in the 1390 at the final so far, and he's going to keep moving. He needs to land those hits, though. He's going to keep on the move. 1390 gets the kill. No, Zevin is able to get to the cleanup shot. Zakumi at 11-10 at a 1440, and Mournblade at 167, but J Smooth from behind, pushing in with that Pershing. Zevin Independent need to move away from J Smooth and either push on Zakumi, but here comes Rella in the object 416 to get that counter flank. The Pershing from Zakumi.
Oh,
wow.
Nice.
J Smooth gets the kill against Independent.
Wow, look at this.
Another
Rella
hit.
In his 416. They need to take him out ASAP. Now one more shot and he will go down. Can Zakume get in front of him in time?
Blocking.
Yes, he will. He'll block.
No! Rella gets the kill. Zakumi at 829 at a 1440. Marsh 166 misses the shot though. And now he's going to have to push in against Zakumi in the Pershing. Can he do it? Can he do it? One more shot to get him even lower. And that's at 94 HP. Marsh 166 the shot.
Bounce shot. It's going to be enough.
He gets it. Marsh 166.
But now Executus has showed up to the fight, and he will be able to finish off Marsh 166.
That's right.
Marsh, does he have any shells left? He has to be reloading.
He has to be. 3 minutes left. Can Executus do it? One shot will ring true. On the move, 392 shots left. Will he get it? He stops.
It bounces.
He misses, and Marsh might be able to get away, but he needs to reload. This is really, really tricky. Now, Kill Panic can actually do a little bit of damage here, but he does not want to engage. Marsh 166.
The shot he does. 130 HP left.
One more shot.
Tries to hit it. If he does, it's good.
He does. He gets it. He gets it.
Shootout, ladies and gentlemen.
Tying up the series, ladies and gentlemen. We go to shootout. Simple Tankers.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the WGLNA Season 2 Finals. We're in the shootout number 2 of Pub Stars versus Simple Tankers. Now, to finish my thought about draws. Now, the draws we saw less and less because the 8-point rule was removed. And unfortunately, draws maybe prolong the game, but fortunately, it's part of the strategy in World of Tanks. Teams can still stay alive, and that's what we saw. Both teams clinging to life in that firefight. But we're going to have a different kind of shootout. What's going to happen? It's going to be a 5x40, which means that those 2 medium tanks, the medium 1 tanks, the T1 tanks in the front, are going to be removed. There will be no wall for these tanks to hide behind. It's going to be strictly Tier 8 tanks duking it out. We have to have a winner in order to move on in the tournament, and a winner will be declared after this battle. Now it's just a matter of time for the admin to call fire for both these tankers to kill. And there we go. Rella down 552 out of 1780. The IS-3s have not taken any damage, but Executus has taken some serious damage on his side. Rella almost down at 281, but another shot fires and he goes in. Miserable takes out Executus. Jay Smooth takes down Rella.
It's very even so far. They're loading HE, as we heard from the players. And this is going to allow them to break up the reverse angling a little bit here. You can see 49 damage being done, 39 damage rather, to Zakume. But some great shots off from the Simple Tanker so far.
7 getting some hits to the front here at 1058 out of 1500. And now another shot is going to ring towards him, but it does not land. That one bounces off Miserable.
We're actually seeing numerous bounces all over the place in these IS returns. Not nearly the connections we were getting last time. Marsh166 appears to be firing HE. Other members appear to be firing AP still for the most part, although we do see a number of HE connections now from perhaps, I think, Zevin. And Marsh takes about 180 to the turret. That is the Ag-88 connection. And it looks like slowly, very slowly, Mournblade may be the tank that turns the tide of this in favor of Simple Tankers. You have only IS-3s to the other side, and the inaccuracy of their guns is really is hurting their advantage. Although Mournblade is down all the way to 443, HE shells just taking him down ever so slowly, and he's going to hide for a bit right behind this KV-5, it looks like, and he's just going to wait a little while or move to the other side of the KV-5.
And he's taking another 100 damage. These HE shells are doing so much, but do they have enough HE to take out Mournblade? That's the question now. HP will be shared. Remember, those IS-3s have very limited amount of shells. So technically, they can have this go on. The Ag Tiger 88 eventually will be able to turn the tide, as you were saying, Rootkill, with just the sheer amount of shells that they have.
Now, a couple more shots are able to hit Miserable, and Zevin still at 496 right now. Jamari at 1123. Marsh 166 at a 1054. Still anybody's game here, folks. His shots are going to land back and forth. Both these teams want this victory. They want more money. They want the prestige of being one of the best teams in North America. They want to go to the finals. They want to be the team that takes down Fulcrum Gaming.
Ooh, big shot onto Miserable. HP advantage, where are we at? It looks like there is an HP advantage for Simple Tankers so far. As you can see, Zevin and Miserable are pretty low. Marsh, Jamaria, they're reasonable, but still, it's going to be tough. Now Jay Smooth taking a lot of shots.
Mournblade and that Yag Tiger, still a very big threat for these IS-3s. But the Death and the Dead Huss still staying behind. Another shot lands against Marsh 166. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage, though. Now pulling around, still using that line formation.
Oh, there's a connection for 182 onto it. Looks like Pub Whisperer. IS-3 still reverse angling. Marsh not taking a lot of damage, though, all the way in the back. I feel like the distance is really helping him out. In this instance, you see Zevin and Miserable are actually rather low. They are leading as far as position. Oh, another beautiful bounce off of Marsh 166.
So many bounces off this.
Do you think they're actually counting the amount of shells that these IS-3s have?
I doubt it. There's no, you couldn't possibly keep up with this. You could maybe, but that would be incredibly difficult to accurately do that, and the risk that you take in trying to count shells and hopefully they run out of ammo, it's just not worth it.
And another shot against Miserable takes him down. Just low HP values and a big hit against Marsh 166 from Mournblade.
Mournblade is down to 31 hit points right now. One more good HE shell will destroy him. Maybe it can come off of actually a IS-3 turret. Hit an IS-3, right spot, that splash deck's going to hit a YAG-88, maybe then you kill him. But the shot's probably pretty thin, isn't it?
Yeah. It is going to be very thin, but Miserable. His HP is getting thin at 360. Trading back and forth here. 10 minutes and 50 seconds.
Marsh might get a good shot onto Zakume, but no. I feel like Zakume is angled in such a way that Marsh could make a solid connection, but he aims for the turret instead. I feel like maybe I'm wrong, but from what I see, it looks like Zakume could actually get penned very easily by just a solid APCR shell.
It does look that way.
Yeah, I don't think he's angled quite as tight as he could. And there's actually Pub Whisperer turning his tank around, I think.
Oh, are they going to push up?
Are they? I don't.
Yeah, they're pushing the KV-5.
Jeez.
But the KV-5 is too fat.
They're going to have to back up and hit it with momentum. Try to get the KV-5 to move. Another shot lands. Marsh 166. Bounce. Another hit. Looks like another bounce there from Simple Tankers on to Upstars. The shot bringing back and forth. Just shots are hitting the tanks, but they're bouncing so well off the IS-3s.
It's that spaced armor, man.
No.
Spaced armor is so good in this position, especially with HE. Well, I mean, it's HE.
Well, there's a little bit here. And actually, I think Spaced Armor does help a little bit against the HE shells.
I'm sure it
You hit the
does.
right spot, it's a little bit less HE damage. And on top of that, they're all mounting spall liners, so these guys aren't taking all that much damage from HE, even though it would be potent in another situation, just the fact that they have spall liners. I mean, if this isn't a spall liner ad, I don't know what it is.
When to use it properly is definitely in shootouts, it looks like, when they load HE. But would it be favorable to switch over to APCR rounds at this point?
Well, I think Marsh 166 could come out reverse angle, and he could very easily shoot J-Smooth or Zakume right now, because J-Smooth has, actually, he's tracked, and he has to use his kit for a moment, and now Zakume is completely exposed. There should be connections on him. There's a connection. He's down to 891.
But not enough. Marsh 166, the only one to get the connection, and Zakumi will miss. He'll hit that KV-5 to the front.
Oh!
Pub Whisper takes down Miserable, and now it is 4-3.
Is this a situation where you can actually approach with these IS-3s? I mean, a lot of damage has already been done, but...
No, there's a single burst will kill any single tank that exposes himself, and then you are at your...
Okay.
Then Simple Tankers is even, and then at a disadvantage.
Well, it's the push of the KV-5. This fatty will not go forward.
Well, maybe very slowly?
Can he get there in 8 minutes? It's seesawing back and forth. It's not going forward too far.
Oh, man. KV-5 too fat.
KV-5 too big. IS-3 still left alive from Pub Stars. Zevin, Jameria, and Marsh 166.
It's going slowly. Very, very slowly.
It is going.
It just, in my view, it's just sliding back and forth.
I'm looking at it side on, and it is going very, very slowly. I'm just going to take my hands off the keyboard here and just watch this thing kind of inch up very slowly. You can do it.
So I'm pretty sure this is the slowest push I've ever seen.
Of all time.
You know, I thought the T95 was slow, but geez.
Simple Tankers wants this win, even if it's pushing the dead husk of a KV-5.
Oh,
no,
they're gonna move.
IS-3's now pouring out. Pub Whisperer in the front for the lead. He's going to take a hit to the front, and now he's going to try to get a shot against Jameria, but it's a miss. And now moving back is Jameria and Marsh 166. Seven's still going to stay alive.
A track shot. Pub Whisperer does not take damage, but he's down to 249. One good connection.
Oh,
There's
nice.
so many misses and bounces. A failure to do damage will allow Pub Whisperer to close the distance.
Simple Tankers right around the corner.
And
Pub
who are
Whisperer.
they going to focus first? Is it 7 down to 26?
26.
Zakumi takes a big hit, though, and Pub Whisperer tries to line up the shot, but Zakumi's going to focus on Jameria.
Oh,
and boom!
down they go. J-Smooth will take out 7. But Marsh 166.
Zakumi
He's
still
one
left
shot
alive at
away.
42. J-Smooth lining up against Marsh. He's going to fire, and he gets him.
He gets it. And remember, the YAG-88 is from behind. A big miss. Jameria will go down, giving Simple Tankers the win. Who's going to get the shot? HE round.
J-Smooth is out of APCR shells.
Oh, gosh.
Wait, is J-Smooth out of APCR? Did he
might be.
accidentally load HE?
He might be. No, there it is! Simple Tankers will advance on!
It took them 7 battles and 2 shootouts to do it. But Simple Tankers moves on to the semifinals tomorrow, holding on for dear life on Malinovka.
Damn, do they deserve it, and you gotta give it up to Pubstars too. They put on a valiant effort this whole time. What a team to look out for. I mean, this is a team that just got together for the qualifiers. That was their first practice. They made it all the way into the WGLNA Season 2. Now over there, they're already at the finals. They put up a great showing against Simple Tankers, who performed so well, top 4 last season. This is a team you really have to watch out for. They're gonna go really, really far in the future.
Exactly. This is a testament to see how far Pubstars has come, bringing their opponents to not 1 but 2 shootouts, unprecedented so far in esports for World of Tanks here in North America. And I do look forward, Andre, to see what they're able to accomplish in Season 3. They're not out of this yet. And just as one of the team members said, if we've made it this far, now imagine how far we can go.
That's
amazing play by them.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Pubstars for a great effort throughout Season 2. Just very, very impressive overall. And I'm looking forward to them. They show just raw potential. That's what it comes down to. Simple play, they crush their opponents. I think once they hone their skills, hone their strategies, it's going to be all over for the rest of NA.
So close. But Simple Tankers does get the victory, and they will move on. Randall, it feels like the actual 7-game series was so long ago. Feels like yesterday that it happened after those shootouts. But your thoughts on the series before we move on to the next match?
This shootout overshadows my entire memory of this of the series thus far. It was a fantastic series. Back and forth mistakes were made, but wonderful play by both teams. Either way, we had one team play beautifully on every single battle. In the shootouts, it slowed down, but you could tell so much pressure. Who wouldn't play it like that in a shootout? I mean, you guys, come on. I would play that passively if I knew that the pressure was there. You couldn't push out. You couldn't do it. There was no other option.
Audacity, confidence, boldness. Simple Tankers has it all. They're not a simple team. They're very complex.
They're not a simple team. They're not a simple team. Ladies and gentlemen, that does it for match number 2, but we're only halfway there. Our next matchup is going to be the Cunninghams versus Hammer Time. Stay tuned. You're watching the WGLNA.